Okay, everybody, welcome back to the show. Hope you're great. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We've been talking about this idea of resolutions, trying to get into that space, get underneath it. Stop. I don't want to run through it. I really don't want to through it. I don't want to run through it like some get you little yes you can, let's do it, and then we move on to something else. Let's just get underneath it. Let's get it done this year. Yes you can, yes you can, yes you can. Let's get it done. Slowly. Resolutions. They don't work. Why? Because you can't go up against your brain unless you're super prepared. Not super motivated. Notice I didn't say that. There's a misnomer that, motivation can do anything. It's not true. This concept of a motivational speaker can change. Come on. It doesn't work that way. Motivation can only do a little bit. It can get you going. Think of motivation like the ER room of a hospital. It's necessary if you need, God forbid, you need the ER, but you can't live in the ER. Even the stuff they use in the ER is probably not good for you every day of your life. So motivation's good. Zig Ziglar once said motivation is like showering. You gotta do it every single day. But you can't live your life expecting to use motivation to drive your goals. It doesn't work. At some point you go back to your life. At some point you go back to your baseline. At some point you get tired, or there's another emotion that comes and overwhelms you. It's life. You can't predict every emotion that's coming at you. You can't control your thoughts. You can't control the world around you. You can always try to stay motivated, and there's always a level of being empowered, no question. But you can't rely on it in order to achieve your resolutions. To achieve your resolutions, you have to get to a place where the goal itself, not some outside motivation, not some new moment or some speech or some song or whatever, even some picture in your mind. You have to get to a place where the goal itself is so exciting to you that in your mind you make a value judgment and you say, the thought that I can achieve this, the possibility of achieving this is worth more than the things that I'm doing that's preventing it. That's how it is. It's a calculation. It's a rational calculation. It's not a rah-rah speech. It's a rational calculation that your brain makes when you put in it the ingredients of a goal that you can possibly hit that is more valuable than the current activities in which you're doing. That's why, like I said yesterday, a person can hit snooze every single day when they told themselves the night before, I'm going to get up and I'm either going to study or I'm going to meditate or I'm going to pray, I'm going to work out, whatever you have to do in the morning. Whatever's the reason why you set your alarm an hour early, that's why when that alarm goes off and you don't get up, but yet when you have a flight to catch, you get up. Why? Because really, the goal of catching the flight or the fear of missing the flight is worth more to you rationally than the thought of sleeping the extra hour. If you thought for a second that missing that hour of meditation or prayer or study or exercise was as valuable to you in achieving your goals as missing a flight, you'd get up. You don't need to be motivated. You don't need to get a speech in your ear at 4:55. You can do it, man. Get up. You got this. You got this. Come on. You got like Hearts On, like behind you, like Rocky. You got like Rocky 4 soundtrack playing. You don't need that. The plane's leaving. I gotta get up. The book is waiting. That's fine, I'll catch it later. However, if you have to study for something, if you have a massive test, if you have the bar or the CPAs, and it's coming up in 2 weeks, and the only time you study is an hour before your work, and if you miss this, you may fail the CPAs or the bar exam or the boards. Guess what happens to the same exact activity of getting up in the morning and going to study? You get up. Why? Because the goal is more ambitious. It's more exciting to you. Or the fear of missing the goal is more daunting to you. If you have to run a long distance run in 2 weeks, and if you don't train, you're not going to make it, you get up. You can't get up in the morning? Well, when there's a 4-month-old in the room over screaming his or her head off, and you happen to be the parent, you get up. Because you could. All that happens in the mind is, it's a value proposition. Is what I'm doing worth more than what I should be doing? That's simple. And your mind makes it all the time. Which is why you can't do something until you have to. And then you see that you can. But could you or couldn't you? The answer is, it depends. In some cases you can't. In some cases it's easy and you always do it. But that's not where your growth is. Growth is not going from I have never done it to I do it all day. Growth is the next step. If you spent the time doing what we've been doing the past 2 days and identifying the lack of what just making resolutions can do for you, but especially yesterday, if you spent the time asking yourself, what do I want to want? Really? If I've got one resolution for the year, what do I really want? Like it's in there. It's buried. I don't even want it now because I don't even allow myself to want it. I don't even allow myself to want it because I don't think it's not really realistic, but really, I want it. I want to be a great parent. I want to start my own whatever. I want to write my book. I want to connect to the divine. I want to have a good relationship with this person. I want to finally be healthy. I don't want it because I wanted to be doing it. And maybe I don't want it because I don't think I can get it. Maybe I don't want it because I've given up on myself. And I've given up on me ever trying. I don't know how I'm going to get the strength for it. Maybe I don't want it because my day is so busy that I can't even imagine sticking it in anywhere. Maybe I don't want it because I can't picture myself exerting that much energy to get it. But I want it. Really badly. Right? When you believe that you're here for a reason, let's go even further if I can go a little bit more spiritual. When you believe that the divine is inside you and around you, but inside you, what you believe is that you're connecting to the divine when you do the things that are right. The experience of connecting to the divine is part of the experience of evolving yourself, enhancing your desires, right? Getting underneath what you want to want, right? That's part of the process of growth. When you're young, how many teenagers do you know that you either remember being or raising that really want to get great grades in school, but they can't find a way to get themselves off the couch? They don't want to get great grades. They want to relax. They want to get great grades. This is why you have to like either threaten or cajole or inspire, whatever it is. But hopefully that kid, when he or she becomes an adult, and the comfort goes from being the couch to whatever it is, the show, or being busy with little things, or getting involved in pettiness. It's just a couch that you relaxed on at 19, at 17. And as opposed to the grades you're getting in high school, now it's just there's bigger goals in life. But it's the same dynamic. It's that I don't really want to get off the couch. I want to get off the couch, but part of the growth spiritually is getting to a place where you look at the physical comforts in this world and you say, that's not more important than my personal evolution. It's not more important to be comfortable in whatever way I'm being comfortable, whether by saying something or not saying something, by relaxing or not, whatever it is, by having to have this thing. I can't imagine not having this. Can't live without this. And as a result, not achieving our next level growth, which is exactly what we tell our kids when they're not willing to get off the couch and actually study for the test. When they know they want to do well, because they know they want to get into the next good school, because they know they could do well, and they know they don't want to get bad grades, but they just can't not allow their body and their comforts to overwhelm them. But as adults, we should be able to be better than that. That's spiritual growth, my friends. It may not be specifically it may not be ritual growth. There's more growth in life. It may not be it's spiritual growth. When you allow your soul and the depths of why you're here to shine past your body and the malaise in which it feels, if I use that word right. Right? That's the experience. It's making the goal exciting enough in your mind that it becomes a rational choice. I don't want to be a grown-up teenager anymore. I don't want to be comfortable. I want to be great. I want to be great. And if greatness gives me comfort, I'll take it. But I don't want to choose comfort over greatness. I don't want to just do the same 5 resolutions I do every year that I never do. I want to understand what's next for me in my life. And articulate that. And get so excited by the thought that I can have that it starts to get into the category of, oh my God, I'd rather sacrifice to get that. I want my resolution to be as impactful as having to catch a flight, or having to pass a very important test, or having to go to do this one thing that's really important. That's what I want to be. Because you can be sure that if a player is tired on game day, he's getting up. Because in his mind, playing the game that he is the professional for is more important. 10 out of 10 times. You'll never see a professional athlete with any career them saying, sorry, he didn't make it to the game, he just was exhausted today. We're professional athletes. Just the game is our life. And the battle is not just the opponent that we see on television. The battle is what is specifically custom for us in our life right now. And when we start to identify the things that we really should be doing, and we start to think about it for a few minutes and think about what it'd be like to be that person, have that thing, do that thing, it starts to change the equation in our mind. From I need someone to give me a motivational talk, or I need it to be a new year or a wedding or, God forbid, a funeral, something to trigger me. You're right, I gotta lose weight, right? I gotta do that. I know. I gotta go to Israel. I know, I gotta do it. I know. This is the year. I'm doing it for sure this year, for sure. To, no, yeah, I'm going. Yeah, I'm getting up. Yeah, sure. I got a plane to catch. I got a game to play. Right? I got a life to live. It's that simple. I got a life. I got one life. If I learned one thing in the past 2 years, I don't take that for granted no more. If I got a day tomorrow, I'm going to make it great. I'm going to make it great. All right, we'll talk about this. All right, everybody. Have a great day. And with God's help, I can't wait to see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.
Living on a lifeline. The world doesn't ever seem to change. Looking for the sunshine, but you're caught up in the rain. It's like your eyes are wide open, but you cannot see. You're watching life pass you by like 1, 2, 3. Walking in destruction. The winds of life blur your vision. All the devastation forever feels like you're on the run. It's time. No one else can set you free. You're locked inside, and only you have got the key.